Captain Sam Wilson and how broken he is at MCP. And that was a really fun article that I read. I didn't read that whole thing in that video, but the majority of stuff that I read, it just made me laugh. Sam Wilson has been a thorn in a lot of people's eyes for a really long time. But yeah, let's take a look at Sooners list here. I believe this is Reath on this side. So Beta Ray Bill, Black Riddle, Sam Wilson, Crimson Dynamo, Dr. Voodoo, Hulk, Iron Man, Luke Cage, Pyro, and Red Guardian. All really good choices here. I believe for no. Oh, this is Sooners list. Yes, this is Sooners list on this side. I apologize. All really good. This is a really good list here. And Sooners been playing the Avengers a lot, and he has a lot of experience playing Marvel Crisis Protocol. One of the veterans in the game. He's done really well for a really long time. And we got the priority rule happening, and it looks like Reath will take priority. Let's take a look at the extracts and secures, and we'll take a look at the roster as well. Senators, Dead Legacy Virus, and Alien Ship. This is basically just attrition and shenanigans here with Brotherhood and the Senators. And we got Riot Sparks over Extremis, Intrusions, and Cosmic Invasion. If I'm Reath, he's probably going to be taking Secures because I think Sooner has Scoundrels, and the Avengers are really good on Scoundrels. So I maybe Reath takes Secures here. Not sure. Let's see what happens. And he does take Secures. Yep. And we got Riot Sparks over Extremis, and then we got Paranoia Pummels Populous. 17 or 16 for Sooner. Probably go 17, I think. We'll see what happens. So I can't hear anything that's going on. I can't hear the players or anything like that. We'll see what happens. Oh, this is going to be fun. But yeah, I mean, Reath made the right choice there. He didn't want to deal with. He didn't want to give Sooner a chance to get Scoundrels at all. I think Sooner's list is very, 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 very good on Scoundrels. And he just didn't. Reath just want to take a chance to do that, right? Which is the right thing to do, I believe. This should be a relatively fast game because Paranoia does score out pretty quickly. Could be wrong. Maybe this game will take hours. Who knows? Highly doubt it. But I think a 17 threat. On a D, does Reath go Malekith? Not sure. I don't know what his 17 will look like for that. But we'll see. You never know. If he does, I mean, you have Sam Wilson, right? You play Hulk. You can do all the kind of shenanigans with the Avengers, and I really do like Sooner's list, how it caters towards Malekith and all that stuff. So, yeah. In the meantime, as they pick the rosters, I am going to go ahead and get me a glass of water. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. And he does pick Malekith, by the way. Look at me making... he does pick Malekith, so he takes Red Skull 2, Malekith, Mystique, and Toad for the Deception and all that crap. And then we got, 5 wide for the Avengers here. And it's going to be Sam Wilson, Red Guardian. Is that Crimson Dynamo? No, it's Beta Ray Bill. Iron Man, Luke Cage, and Dr. Voodoo. And he's going to be taking Heroes for Hire. Brace for Impact, Avenger Symbol, Helios to drop the Tiger, which is really, 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 really effective against Malekith, by the way, and Patch Up. And he has Beta Ray built for the throw, which I really like. But let's see what happens. I mean, let's see what kind of shenanigans these two have for the Paranoia. I've never seen Avengers play on Paranoia. No, this is in top 32, I believe. I believe last week was people to play into top 32. This is top 32. This is the first, I believe the first official week of the Top Cut. Don't quote me on that though. I've kept up with this, little by little. But I believe this is top 32. Hey, welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream, man. Sit back and enjoy this game, man. We got Malekith versus Sam Wilson. Two really good players, too, man. You're going to really learn if you're, getting into Marvel and want to learn a lot. This is a game that you want to watch right here. Trust me on this when I tell you. These two guys are phenomenal. Played against both. I think I played against Reath a couple of months ago. It was a really fun game. Was unable to record it because he was trying out a whole new list and did not want anybody to know about it. And that was a really fun game that I played, and it was really awesome. Yeah, it's top 32, man. And by the way, if you haven't followed this, follow my channel, whatever, do what y'all got to do. Hit that follow button. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. And don't worry, this match will be on my YouTube channel sometime after this match, either tomorrow or later tonight. So if you are going to miss it on my stream right here, it will be live on my YouTube channel. Don't you worry about it. I promise you. And this is why I'm the hardest working man in MCP. You thought this season was over, Mercedes? How dare you? Why would it be over? You do realize you have to play 6 weeks. Whoa, I got gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you. Crunchstar, I really appreciate it. Wow, thank you. All these gifted subs, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's go, baby. I'll take it. Don't know what that means, but I mean, it was really cool. I've never had that happen in my stream before, so that's really awesome. All right. So, yeah, you should know better. The season isn't over. Come on. How dare you, Merzane? Your troll game is top tier, by the way. I just want to let you know that. All right, you got to put out the grunts, right? Where are the grunts? Oh, right there. Okay. All right, so here we go. And Reath did win priority. So let's see what his plan is. I mean, I'm pretty sure the safe play for him is to move Toad up and maybe just get one of these things, get one of the paranoias here probably. I don't see Malekith coming up early to try to get one. I think Malekith, and I could be I don't think he can move once and grab one. I have not done a lot of testing on paranoia. Kenny 20G, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? This time he's honest. Okay. No, it's not over, man. Don't worry about it. Sad I won't be in Nashville this year. Maybe next year. But I really wanted to play you in One Piece, by the way, Merzane, man. I love One Piece so much. It's so good. Yeah, I think, okay, he's going to move the grunts here. Okay. Oh, man, I'm glad to hear it, Kenny. No, I hear you, man. I mean, that's what happened to me. I mean, our game, like, I just, I just got busy, man. I got so much going on, man. I'm about to get married. All right, so Red Skull 2, okay, so Red Skull 2 comes up, grabs the Paranoia. He's going to take the 1 damage here, and I believe this is going to be an R&D play, maybe? Oh, he's going to heal from the Extremis console. That's right, because Extremis can't heal you, and there's the R&D play, and he's going to give the power to Malekith. Really good stuff there from Reath. And he's got the grunts here to sit back and hold that point here and hold the secure and get that point. Yeah, I know, man. It's all good, man. Next year. I mean, it's just there's so much going on for me this year, man, with the marriage and all that. I can't even prepare for tournaments. The only tournaments that I can really play in is the One Piece tournaments right now, which I'm not complaining, by the way. One Piece has done very well for me, and I'm doing pretty good in that. So it's just that's, it's life, right? So here's what's interesting, right? So the Paranoias are out here. You really can't overextend anybody. If you're Sooner, you really can't throw anybody out there. You're just feeding Malekith, right? Once you do that. So this is all going to be tough, right? I think, granted, you cannot abandon these points at all because they do score pretty quickly. You do gain an extra VP if you're within 2. I believe during the cleanup phase or whatever the case may be, you score an extra VP for it. So you can't just abandon all of them, right? You can't do that. So I'm wondering what Sooners has planned here to pick up these extracts and get them rather safely, right? Notice I don't see any eyes on the prize or anything like that. If he did have eyes on the prize, Beta Ray Bill can just, I believe, walk up here one time, grab it, and just move away. But eyes on the prize, I don't believe is in Sooners' list, so We'll see what happens. Oh, man. I'm just glad you guys are here watching some Marvel with me. All right, so here we go. Luke is probably not probably. He is a good decision to use here. Luke Cage is very tanky. And should be fine if Malekith comes out to try to hit him. I mean, I think that's a win for Sooner. And I think this is the safest play. And right here, Sooner being the professional that he is, making sure he's right next to that car there so he doesn't get any weird angles where he can get pushed off the point or anything like that. Sooner's really good at doing stuff like that with positioning. Honestly, that's where I learned most of my positioning, actually, is watching Sooner do all these crazy little shenanigans with the terrain and all that stuff. And this is going to be a deception, I believe. So this is going to be deception, possibly 2 shots into Luke. And I think what will happen here, well, maybe 2 shots into Luke, we'll see. If you're Sooner, are you happy with this? Probably. Like I said, Luke Cage is pretty tanky, and he can be hard to kill. He does have heroes for hire and also the crazy stuff. Is this a bit too aggressive for Reath? I don't think so. I mean, you gave you somebody, you gotta take. I mean, this is the list you're playing, right? You're playing, you're playing Cabal, so you got to get aggressive. You got to start getting dazes and kills on the board, and no damage to Luke, just like that. Oh, 1 damage, no damage to Luke. Yep, and did not get the rapid fire, and that leaves Mystique right there. Oof. All right. If you're Sooner, I think that's a best case scenario, I think. All right, so now we got the 2 middle paranoias here. So right now, Sooner's just measuring out to see how much range Malekith has. I'll say this. I don't think he can move from deployment. I don't believe he can charge and hitting if he goes to the max range of 1 in the weird angle, I don't think Malekith can reach Bill or anything like that, but we'll see. It's tough. It's hard to get. I don't have the rulers out or anything like that. I think Beta Ray Bill's pretty safe here. But if the attacks go into Bill, you don't really hate it either. Because he is rather tanky. He could just pick this paranoia. Fun fact here, he can just pick this paranoia up and pay the power to not take the damage, which he just did just now, which is what I was about to talk about. So that's really cool. So now Sooner has 2 paranoias, 1 for Reath. This is going to be pretty much a safe grab here for Toad, and he's not going to be able to take damage or anything. So Toad picks up the other paranoia, and right now it's 2-2 with the paranoias. So right now, and honestly, I love the pick of Voodoo, by the way. Dr. Voodoo has seen a bit of resurgence, and deservedly so. He's still a broken model. He's still really, really good. And a typical move here for Sam Wilson. Just going to move here, stay safe. No need to overextend. Just take your time. The other thing is, too, on Reath passed. Okay. And right now, this is basically just going to be Sooner, just moving up models. Does he have line of sight here to Red Skull? If he does, this could be a push, but I don't think he does. And that's okay. Iron Man's just going to come out here and test the point and tie it. You guys are funny. All right, here goes Sooner, just going to the max range of 1. Yes, he is. All right. So now here comes Malekith. Yeah, he's basically, I mean, the decision factor here already, I mean, you've already deceptioned in Luke Cage. You were already deciding to go into this character. You might as well just, this is your target and this is who you're going after, right? So let's see if Malekith can do some damage here, and Luke will block nothing. -1 damage. So, oh my god, that is a one-shot. That's a one-shot. That's a one-shot. And just like that, Luke is dead. Picks up the paranoia, is going to score the extra point for it. He's going to be able to move Toad because of the leadership and gain of power and move backwards. And that happens. And honestly, this frees up Malekith to move again. Would he move? I don't think so. He's just going to stay there because he doesn't have range for anyone here. Just stay there. You're fine. Just park yourself. And here comes Voodoo. And I think the plan here, at least for Sooner, is to... And then here comes Sam Wilson's leadership. Going to move Beta Ray Bill backwards into Sam, so that way he can score his extra VP. And, I mean, the plan here is probably just going to be for Voodoo to possession Malekith at some point in this game. It's going to take a bit, because it's 7 power, right? And he does have Heroes for Hire online, so he could move Voodoo out to here rather safely, because Deception is offline, right? So what could happen here, and now this is risky, right? Not really, but what could happen is you can move Voodoo and make sure he's within range of 3 of Luke Cage. And Luke Cage, once the attack goes off in Voodoo, you would think, he can go ahead and Heroes for Hire into Dr. Voodoo, etc., right? So maybe Sooner is thinking of an attack here to go into Malekith to build some power to get him closer to the possession, the amount of power it needs for possession. I don't know. But I think the play here is to move with... I would just move within this point. Because I think if he moves within the point, he's going to be just fine and be within 3 of Luke Cage for the protection. And he also has Taunt online as well. Granted, Malekith can just charge behind, and it's the same thing. But again, that as long as Voodoo is within 3 of Luke Cage, all is well, right? All is fine, right? And I hope my analysis there was right. But I think that's what Sooner's thinking. All right, guys. Do you guys want this angle here? How is this angle here? Do you guys prefer this angle? Because this is the end of the round. Or do you want this angle right here? Let me know. This or the side angle. I'll stay up top. If you guys want me to stay up top for the rest of the game, just let me know right now, because we're about to end round 1 and do our points here. So this is a tie here, score here, score here. So it's going to be, what, 4-4 or 5-4? Something like that? Or 5-3? Top is better? All right, we're going top. The chat has spoken. We're going top. 5-3. I think they cleared that up. Right now, Malekith has no damage. So they might have cleared that up. Good call, though, Liam. I don't think we have an accuser, so I'm not going to jump in on it. I'm not an accuser, so I'm not even going to worry about it. That's on them at this point. All right, so we're going to do Dark Reign. On to Luke Cage, and he wants Luke Cage out of here as fast as possible. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. Sam can be Luke Cage can be a menace, okay? But if he does Dazer KO Luke again, that pops Sam Wilson's leadership as well. Blocking 2! Oh, Luke Cage. And this is probably a mistake, just shooting shots. This is the rapid fire going in. Nothing, no damage, and this is gonna be rerolls. Look at Luke Cage's blocks. Look at Luke. The game is Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's a miniature game that Atomic Games has made. It's a really fun game. It's with Marvel characters, and oh my god, the blocks from Sooner. Oh my god, Luke Cage, baby, dude! If Luke survives all this, if Luke Cage survives this entire onslaught, this is gonna be so good. I think for Sooner. Oh my god, dude! Luke survived all that. Rerolls and all, by the way. If he could survive this, oh my goodness. That was so sick. There's... Oh. Yeah, it's a Marvel War game. Yes, absolutely. It's a miniature game. Yes, correct. All right, so we're getting a place within 1. I believe this is Heroes for Hire being played. And it's outside of range. Is that what I'm looking at here? Yeah, no, I hear you, man. All right, so we got some dice being rolled here, and it's going to be 5 hits, 2 blocks from Luke. Okay, blocking 3 effectively while blocking, so -1, so 2. So it's going to be, I can't do math. So that KOs Luke Cage. He did a lot of work there. Luke did a lot of work. Luke's gone. I mean, and this is going to pop the leadership, right? So now it's Reath is going to go first with his because of, Malcolm Ball. And it looks like he's going to move Red Skull 2 away from the point and towards the action, it looks like. I'm wondering if he's going to choose Bill to move here. Tough call. So now Sam's leadership goes off. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely recommend it too. If anybody's going to play Marvel, I definitely recommend it. Okay, so now it's up to Sooner to make a decision here who he's moving because of Sam's leadership. Curious to see who he moves here. Maybe he chooses to move Iron Man here. I mean, Bill's within range to do Bill things anyway on Malekith, so it's not the end of the world here. I think the next decision point here is who do you go after, right? If you're, I mean, this is Malekith's activation. Do you just stay there and try to? I don't think you try to stay there and get rid of Voodoo. You just put him closer to what he needs. And yeah, here he goes. He's gonna move Iron Man. Yep. So Iron Man's gonna be within range 3. Okay. Well, outside of range 3 of Skull, inside of range 4 for his beam. Really smart move there by Sooner. All right, let's see who he chooses to attack. Spends a whole bunch of power. This is going to be Butcher of Thors. Probably into Voodoo. Yep. Let's see if this kills Voodoo. One shots Voodoo. We'll find out. Jesus, that is a lot of hits. That's 6, 8. That's 8. Oh my God, that's 11. That's a dead Voodoo. That is a dead Voodoo, and here's the deal. Okay. So what we have, the problem with that is that, and this is a good thing for Reath. The problem with Sooner is that Reath is still going to probably maintain priority. No, actually, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me redo this for a second. He's got Mal, Toad, Skull. No. Okay, I think Sooner will end up with priority here. Okay, so if I'm looking at this right, so we got no. That Sooner Reath will still end up with priority. Never mind, because the check mark is not on Malekith yet. Never mind. So Reath will still have priority, and he can just go into deleting Voodoo, literally next turn, which is really good. I mean, that's a hell of a turn for Reath, by the way. And Malekith can do that. Like that. This is the power of Malekith, right? The output here is just ridiculous. So now you got to think about a way to undo everything that has happened here. And I think what he could do, yeah, this is definitely a Beta Ray Bill turn for sure. Beta Ray Bill's just going to move up. And get within 2 of Malekith there. And he still has Avengers Assemble. He still has Patch Up. He still has a lot of tactics cards that he can use here. Heroes for Hire is basically a dead card because Luke Cage is gone. But you're seeing the power of Follow Me, Mystique with Deception, and all that nonsense. And this is why Deception needs to be addressed. This is why Follow Me needs to be gone. Like, it just creates this thing, and it's like, well, your opponent's probably never gonna get a chance to play the game, really. And this is basically gonna be really hard for Sooner to get out of. Here's the thing. So right now, Iron Man is nowhere near Malekith for the Helios laser to drop him at any point. I think you gotta slow him down a little bit, and we're going Beta Ray build right into Malekith here, hoping for some damage here. Okay, so 3 hits, gets a crit through. He blocks 1, so he's gonna be taking 2 damage there. Gonna gain 2 power. And I believe this is just going to be a throw into Mystique. If he has the angle there. Yeah, I think so. No, here's the reason why. Yeah, well, hold on. So like so I have to your question. Hold on a minute. Let me think it through for a second. So, after he was attacked by Mystique, I don't think Luke took any damage, so he had no power to Avengers Assemble out. So what happened was Luke went up, grabbed the Paranoia, took a damage, had no power, got Deception, took no damage, had no power. So he didn't have power to play Avengers Assemble. So he didn't have the time, he didn't have the power, right? He couldn't have Avengers Assemble out. Exactly. Jay Deaton's got it. He had never had the chance to play it. So if he did have the power, let's say, for example, if he did take a damage on Luke, yes, but he did not. So that's the problem. Yeah, you get betrayed by your own tankiness. That happens, right? So right now, I think they're trying to discuss a throw into Mystique. Let's see if we can zoom in here and take a look at what's going on. So that's tough, right? Because the car is right here. Man, I don't want to be the judge to call this one. I think Malekith can be thrown into Mystique, but it's got to be at like a weird angle. But this is tough. I don't want to make that call. I hate when positioning just like does that, right? It's a beautiful thing, right? It's high level play between players, but it's like when you want to make a really cool play, you're like, damn it, you know? I think he does have an angle, but I don't know. It's tough to call. So all you can hope for now is pray to the dice gods that Malekith cools off, and Voodoo will get a turn. We'll see. I'm almost curious as if he. I wonder if Sooner should have went Hulk here, but I don't think he. Maybe he didn't think. Maybe he didn't think Reath was going to go Malekith here. But I mean, who knows? Yeah, BattleTech is affordable, by the way. Marvel is pretty affordable too, compared to other miniature games. Yeah, I mean, you look at some of the prices, like, oh man, it's expensive. But the amount of stuff you're getting, I mean, you only need 10 characters to make a roster in MCP. So I mean, that's an official roster right there. You don't have to buy everything. You can just buy what you buy and then just make a list, and then you're fine. You just play from there. All right, so they're deciding. I think Sooner wants to throw, but they don't know if they got. And I think they're getting an accuser involved here. Has to be. They're discussing the throw right now. I hate this. Good positioning by Reath. See, they're measuring. They're doing all the things, right? And this is the thing. It uses a circle base and all this nonsense. And Malekith creates this whole thing with his wings and all this crap. This is a tough call. I think there's a. I think there's a. I think there's a world where Malekith does, but it's so. Look at this. Look at how close this is, right? You'd have to throw it at an angle where you don't think he's gonna hit the car. So like, man, it's so tough. That is so tough. And honestly, man, that's a tough call. And this is absolutely the right play for Sooner to do, to try to throw Malekith into Mystique, right? It's just, do you have the angle? And is he going to hit the car, right? I think they're discussing this with each other. I don't know. Oof. What do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think? You think Sooner has this throw? I'm going to zoom in again. They're discussing the throw right now. Oh, dice are being rolled. Well, let's see. I think. Hold on. Okay, dice roll. All right, now that we have time. Okay. I think the car stops. I think it does too. All right, so they decided to throw the truck into Malekith. And takes a lot of damage. Malekith has seen better days. Okay, he's got 4 left to go. Does Beta Ray Bill just kill him? Okay, so spends the 3 for the throw. I mean, do you just do another strike? Oh, no, he's just going to move. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, he's got 4 left on him. So best case scenario here. Not best case. What he can do, and this is funny. Sam does have an angle here where he could charge, throw a shield, and then if it ricochets, hit Mystique, and if it hits Mystique, Mystique gets pushed backwards. And he basically wins that point. That's all you can hope for. But that puts Malekith close to death, right? Yeah, good call, Magic Nick. Oof. That's a lot of damage for the throw. All right, here comes Toad. What is Toad going to do? It's going to get within 2, it looks like, and, take his points and all that. I mean, he's out of cards. By the way, Malekith is out of cards. The Tactus cards are gone, okay? They're gone. It's going to go in within 2 and heal with the 1 off Malekith, yep. That does clump up a couple of points here, though. Right? All right, so he has Iron Man and Sam Wilson. They need to put the check mark on Malekith because Malekith has activated. I'm getting a little confused here. But, all right, so Heroes for Hire is gone. I mean, you just use Iron Man here and just... Nah, he's a menace throughout the entire game. The only time he cools off, the only time Malekith cools off or stays cooled off is if his dice cool off. He's always a threat on the table. But yeah, I mean, I see your point. You start burning all those cards and all that. Yeah. But dude, it's such an uphill battle, man. It really is. Maybe Sooner's thinking about. 7+ threats aren't a mistake. It's how they're balanced. You can have a 7-threat model. It's how effective they are on a table. It's just Malekith does a lot. And he's been nerfed already. He's a powerhouse. Point being, I mean, look at Dormammu. Everybody says it. Dormammu's 8 threat, right? Dormammu is 8 threat, and nobody sees him as an issue, right? So it's just how they're designing them is the problem, right? And you have to ask yourself at some point, like, okay, if I make this model 7 threat, does he have to be ridiculous to be viable? And the answer is, I don't know. They have to figure it out. It seems like to me, they don't have it figured out yet. And it's a hard thing to figure out. It's not easy. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know, right? They just need to figure it out. And because I mean, Dormammu is a great example. Like I said, he's 8 threat. Do you see him terrorizing tables like Malekith has? No. And he does sometimes. But, I don't know. It's just... We can go on and on and on. All right, so we got Sam Wilson charging and throwing a shield, baby. No damage, no push. And no ricochet. All right, what are we doing? Why are we measuring long here sooner? What do you got going on here? What kind? Oh, he's going on the point. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. He's decided to just take the point. Okay, sounds good. Exactly. I don't know. Dormammu sucks. I know. I've said this a million times. So the problem is it's 7+. It's how they're balancing the other 7+ threat models. You can have a 7 threat model. That's fine, dude. Just don't make them over the top. Like, why is his threat range 10.5 inches? I don't know. Why does he move across the board to delete models? Like they're nothing. I don't know. A lot of things. It's just, I don't know. It's ugh. All right, here we go. So we have we've abandoned the secures, everybody. Check this out. We have abandoned the secures. No one's scoring this one. Everyone is huddled over here. Reath has no power. Reath has no tactics cards left. Right now, Sooner still has Avengers Assemble, Helios, Patch Up, Brace for Impact, all this other crazy stuff. Everybody's bunched. Look at this. We're having a party over here. Look at this. We're having a party, bro. Look at this. Look at this. We're partying over this point. That's funny as hell, dude. This is so funny. I'm curious if I'm Sooner, I mean, do you just assemble up, move, and then kill the troopers? I don't know. You have to get Iron Man somewhere involved in this game, right? To get over here? Right, and that's the thing about, but like, I don't know, man. All right, so we're going to the next turn. We're activating Midnight Phantasmagoria because there's so many damn models here. And this should heal. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. So he'll heal 3, go back down to 2. And from there, he is going to probably maybe do an attack and then spend a power to heal another 1. So this will be Malekith back down to 1 health left after all that work he did to go up to 6. And Iron Man is just out of place. Like, I mean, when are you ever going to get Helios off, right? I mean, is there a world where you assemble, move medium, and you have the Helios? I mean, how much power do you have to... I mean, I don't know. If I was Sooner, I would have just made sure I was closer this turn to threaten the Helios, but I don't know. He's in top cut. I'm not. Yeah, they tatted Colossus. They should have nerfed Malekith. Yet you don't understand what Malekith. You don't listen. What he was doing a year ago. Yeah, he should have been nerfed. That's not even a discussion. And no, they should not have. Granted, Dormammu has issues, but they shouldn't have made Dormammu. No. That's no. Come on. That's no. All right, so we got dice being rolled here. So 4 hits. This is probably going into Voodoo here. And just 1, 2. So if he paid for the crit, that's going to be 5 hits. Blocking 2 with a pierce, so taking 4. And going to be left on 2. Unfortunately, Sooner does not have a sacrifice or a bodyguard to help here because Luke Cage is gone. So we got more dice being rolled into the Voodoo. And that's dead. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Sooner's got 3 crits. Hold on. He's got 3 crits, baby. Blocking 5. It doesn't matter. He's dead. Oh, man. Wait, is he? 7. Yeah, he's dead. No, wait, is he? Hold on, wait a minute. Am I doing this right? 6, 7. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, yeah, people who. My thing is like when someone says that they shouldn't have. I don't think you truly understand what Malekith was doing. If you want, I could show you one day. Let's see if you really like it. All right, Phantasmagoria is gone. This is going to be tough for Sooner here, but you got to believe. You got to believe. And now we got Sam Wilson's leadership going off. The problem here is, if you're a Sooner, you don't have the output. You just don't have the output to get rid of Malekith, right? This is rough. This is rough for Sooner. Man, it's just like Reath got off to that hot start, man. And it just hasn't cooled off since. It just hasn't cooled off since. You got to make a lot happen here. And Iron Man is just all by himself over here. I mean, Iron Man should have just been in this mix to constantly threaten. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. The hindsight's 2020. Right now, you got to make a lot work. And right now, I don't know what Iron Man's doing. Poor Iron guy. I can't imagine. Yeah, I just don't see Iron Man. I mean, I don't know if I just don't know if any other positioning would have helped. The fact that the extracts were right down the middle. He didn't have any eyes on the prize plays or anything like that to get an extract safely. I think that hurt too. If you could have gotten a extract a little bit safer and not be, deceptioned really easily. I'm pretty sure and this is just me. This is just my thinking here. Maybe Sooner had an idea where, okay, Luke Cage goes, picks up a paranoia. Cool, he's going to take a damage, whatever. And then from there, he was probably thinking of assembling out of that position so that Malekith can charge like that and have to double move and have to do, double charge. That's just my thinking. I don't know, right? But what happened was that when Luke picked up the extract, he got deceptioned. Mystique attacked him. He took no damage, so he didn't have power to assemble out at any point in the game. Yeah, I mean, and Iron Man should have just been following Malekith the entire time. And that's just my opinion. I think Iron Man should have just... Oh, they're done. They called it. I think they called it. And that's game. There's just nothing... Right now, there's nothing Sooner can do to get out of this situation. Oh, I'm just typing. Hold on, I think they're done. Let me see if I can go in and... Oh, he's typing. Hold on. If you guys got any questions, let me see if I can jump in the chat here. Okay, let's go. We'll find him. Let's see if we can find him here. Let's take a look. We can probably talk to these guys, see what's going on. What up?
What's happening?
Yeah, man. After Malekith got the first days, man, like it just didn't stop. The momentum just didn't stop. It just kept going.
I'd rolled super hot on him all game.
Yeah, that happens though. But just with Malekith, it's just the momentum just keeps going and going and going and going, and it doesn't stop. Right? There's no, But yeah, I gotta say, like Sooner. So like when you put Luke out there to get the paranoia, was the thought process okay? He's gonna pick this up. Yeah, I get deception, but I should be able to assemble out.
100%. Then Mystique did no damage to him.
That's what I figured, and that's what we were talking about in the chat. And I was like, yeah, that's what probably what Sooner was thinking. And it was like it just didn't happen.
So the The idea is, so if I don't do that, I go down 3-1 on Paranoia turn 1.
Yeah.
That's almost you can't come back
You
from
can't come
that.
back.
So the idea is that Cage walks up, Mystique comes in, pulls him in, shoots him, does a damage, leaves him on like 3 or 4 health left. I can assemble back. Malekith only gets 1 attack with no skulls there. On average dice, Cage lives.
Yeah.
Also, I can move him far enough back where Voodoo could double move up and use Extremis to heal him.
Yeah.
I would have also Avengers assembled up Voodoo, so Voodoo would have been able to move once and attack somebody likely. Yeah, it just didn't go my way today.
Yeah.
I also made an enormous misplay this round right here. I thought I had Prio. I must have miscounted. I could have sworn it was 3-3. But I mean, that's just.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I would have never put all. So I would have never ever put all my models right here, with him having Malekith and Midnight if I didn't have Prio. My what I was gonna do, I put them all right here because I was gonna activate and kill Malekith, and then
Okay.
all he has is Toad and Mystique sitting over here. So that was a misplay, but it didn't really matter. I was already done at that point.
Yeah. No, because I was wondering, there was a whole big clump over here. I was like, dude, there's so many models. They're just partying around Malekith and stuff. I was like, dude, that's wild, dude.
I mean,
No,
I have to play
yeah.
Hulk. I have to play Hulk in this game, but
Yeah.
I mean, he would have killed Hulk. I mean, the way he rolled, he would have killed Hulk easily.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, he one-shot 4 characters in a row.
He did, yeah.
The only person who didn't do damage was Mystique.
It was Mystique, yeah. And
Yeah.
then Red Skull did nothing. Didn't attack, nothing.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Malekith does all the work, and it's Extremis. So,
Yeah.
no, I mean, Reath played great. I mean, there's not much I can say. I played bad. He played great.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't even pick up the Prio thing. It wasn't until I was watching Sam activate that I realized I actually had Prio the next turn.
Well, I said it like 9 times.
Did you?
Yeah, that's why I was like, it was probably that like confirmation thing where I heard Sooner say, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I was setting up Red Skull, so maybe I can just kill back whatever Malekith after Malekith drops, expecting that was what was going to happen, but then realized that I was actually going to have it, which was good.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
that's wild, man.
I'll be honest, I didn't see the Avengers Assemble play coming. When Sooner, as I rolled the attack dice into Sooner, and he's like, oh, this is good, and I was like, oh, this is not good. So that was probably a learning point, but other than
Yeah.
that, I thought I played quite well. That was probably an
Oh,
error, and I
yeah.
think on average dice, that probably would have been a really close game, I think, at that point if the dice had gone even average on that.
Yeah, I think it would have been.
it's my best play because it burns deception. I think on average dice, I could be wrong, but I think on average dice, Cage lives.
Yeah, you should.
You should.
Yeah,
You can brace to drop off the throw if that's what's going to kill him.
Right.
Yes, correct. So I don't think Malekith kills him with 7 unmodified dice. So I think it was the right play. I couldn't go down 3-1. Nothing went my way. I mean, Mystique didn't do a damage, and then Malekith one-shot him.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was best case scenario for Reath. That was like insane. Like it all just worked out. It was just like, yep. Like, dude, it's crazy. But did you expect? So like, did you expect him to go Avengers sooner? Did you expect him to go Mal?
I expected him to go Sam Avengers, but
Ah.
I mean, it wouldn't have changed my list at all.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
this team is super strong on 17 points, but I mean, it's not that strong when they're all dying. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, my leadership didn't heal one because they were all, it's just, it's snowballs.
It's snowballs. Yeah. It's just snowballs. That's just how it goes.
But that's Malekith. He's playing Malekith with advanced R&D and follow me. It's like the most NPE thing in the game right now.
Yeah. I'll be the first to tell you that follow me and deception. Follow me should be banned. Deception is changing. I think this is everything wrong with the game at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yes, 100%. Like, and if you're not playing it in a competitive list, I think it's a mistake. To be honest with you, like, it's that strong. And those are the two things that need to be addressed like soon.
I think this and Hulk's displacement are the three. Other is the
Oh yes. Oh yes. Correct. Hulk as well. Yep. It just if it will ever get addressed, I don't know. I mean, good thing that this is being recorded because maybe someone at AMG watches this game and they're like, "Hey, I think this is a problem or whatever." I mean, that's my hope, right?
Yeah, I mean, so
mean,
I looked at it. I just didn't want to be playing a Sam era, and I was like, "What's the only thing stronger than like my other lists?" And I think
Right.
this is probably it.
Yeah, I think you made the right call, honestly.
yeah, I think I'm really good into Malekith if I play Hulk. I guess I should have played Hulk. This team is so strong on this thing at 17, but I guess I wasn't. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, who knows?
Malekith with Red Skull and Mystique is almost. I mean, it's so hard to beat that, even with Hulk.
It's tough. It's a lot. It's a lot to go through.
I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I've been on record complaining about Red Skull's grunts forever. I mean, there's nothing this list lacks.
Yeah.
Because it's not low. It acts like a low model count killing machine, but it's not a low model count killing machine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it scored 5 both rounds.
Yeah, it did.
For
Yeah.
the grunts just to let me put the pieces where I want them.
Yeah. If you were to, I gotta ask. Like, I know you've mentioned this, but I forgot what you said. If you were to, if there was gonna be a change to Red Skull's grunts, what would it be?
I don't think grunts should exist in the game at all, personally.
That's where. Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, they can't contest the secure. You can't have a grunt contest the secure.
Yeah.
And then extract is okay because you can kill them fairly easily.
Right.
And the other problem with his grunts is he respawns them for free for nothing.
Yeah.
So if you kill them, you have to kill them last activation of the entire round, or he just spawns them back right where they were sitting. So it's like you did absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, that's true.
That's the change I would make. I would make him pay for it. So then he's having to choose between his offensive output and his spawning of them.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one if they ever did it. That makes sense.
My personal opinion is Red Skull is plenty good enough as a standalone 5. Why does he need grunts?
Why does he need grunts?
I mean,
yeah. That's true.
And it unfortunately, it is a major buff to Malekith. Major buff to Malekith.
Yeah.
Like, it makes it, like, honestly, Malekith having Red Skull on his team at his disposal, he's almost better than pre-nerf Malekith. Like, think about that. Because pre-nerf Malekith didn't have Red Skull doing this.
Yep. And then Mike made another mention here too. Like, the troops should only spawn and be allowed if you're Hydra affiliated. That's another good thing that they could do too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot, man. And the other thing is too, like, I still don't understand why Red Skull 2 could ball, but that's a whole nother. It's a whole nother thing.
I'd rather see Red Skull 1 buffed a little bit to make him playable than keep him separate in Hydra. That's just me, but
that's just me too. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, yeah. No, this is what a game. What a game. That's all I can say.
All
Like,
I'll say is, I think Sooner is out of everyone to run into in the cut, he was the player I was probably most concerned about. I think with Pat sort of bowing out, I think Sooner is obviously a previous TTS winner, so I had to do something to try and at least give myself a chance. And I think running as broken a list as I did at least gave me a shot.
yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. You definitely outplayed me. I mean, some of my shit didn't work, and then obviously the prio mistake was massive, but I don't think it cost me the game. I'm not upset about it because I was going to lose regardless.
Yeah. Oh, this is the other thing, Sooner. So Iron Man. Was the plan to follow Malekith or just because he's way out here, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Iron Man just like round 3 or round 4, it's just a move in Helios.
Helios, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to score points until the plan was originally to have either Bill or so. There's lots of ways you can play this because Bill's real good into Malekith. Cage can usually takes 2 attacks for Malekith to kill. And I want Cage following Voodoo around. He had Toad kind of here, so I wanted Voodoo somewhere around Toad to possess them and steal. But the game just fell apart. None of that. I couldn't do any of that because everything just fell rapidly apart. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I mean, 5-3 with how bad it was going, I didn't feel was that bad. And then the mistake of thinking I had
Prio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just
It happens, man. Well, dude, honestly, thank both of you guys for letting me stream the game, by the way. I know it was a last minute thing. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I mean, you guys are both awesome. I met Reath at LVO sooner. We've known you for so damn long. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you for letting me stream the game. Congrats, Reath. You're moving on, bro. Top
yeah, go take
16.
it home, man.
Win the whole damn thing.
Hopefully, I'll close it out, and I'll hopefully run into Sooner in some shadow points coming up sometime soon. So.
Yeah.
Please play this list the whole way. Please do, because I want to see this just dominate all the way through, so I can look at Pagani and say, "What are you gonna do?"
Yeah,
So-
right. I will at least champion. So.
Do it. Oh God,
I'll learn my lesson at least from the mistake. So that was actually a misplay there that potentially could have cost me the game. I think if I hadn't had a bit of dice go my way, so that was a good lesson for me as well in a Sam.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. I mean, it helps. First turn goes way better for me, and then that goes in. It just doesn't snowball, right?
Right.
It doesn't snowball bad. So I mean, you
Yeah,
still,
KOing a model at the beginning of 2 is that's pretty much game right there.
yeah.
Yep. Pretty
So-
much. All right, boys.
All right, guys.
You guys have a good one. All right.
Yeah, the
thanks,
best
guys.
thing about this, Phil, is my wife will be super happy.
I'm going dinner now because I stopped on my phone.
Oh my God. I'll see you guys later.
Because-
All right,
All
cheers, guys.
All right, guys. Oh, that's the game. I was hoping this would last about an hour and a half. That was about a 40-minute game. With I think 9 minutes of chatter. I'll see you guys on the next one, man. I don't know what match I'll be streaming next. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember to follow the Twitch channel, do all that stuff. This will be on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Chewy89. All that cool stuff, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Keep playing Marvel, and catch you on the next one. Peace. Bye.